Happy Friday! Actually, it's Monday here. Yeah, I don't actually film these on Fridays. Hi guys, thank you guys so much for being here today. My name is Felicia Lowe from Sweet Georgia Yarns, and if you didn't know, I come here every Friday and I talk about the things that I'm making, how I'm finding time to make things, and basically like what's going on with me and Sweet Georgia and all the stuff that we do around yarn. So this week is a little bit crazy. Today is Monday. I'm recording this on a Monday, and it's a bit of a crazy time right now because of a couple of things. This Wednesday, I'm actually going to be flying out to go to a trade show in Cologne in Germany called H+H Cologne. And this is a big trade show that's there, and this is the third year that Sweet Georgia has gone and had a booth there, but this is going to be the first time that I ever go to this show. So I'm actually really super excited, but of course there's a lot of preparation and planning and all that kind of stuff that has to go into this. And it's a little bit nerve-wracking, you know, the idea of having to go on 3 flights over about 15 hours. It's going to be a bit crazy. But in any case, that is where I'm going to be when you're watching this on Friday. I'll be in Germany doing the trade show. And so what I'm hoping is that next week I'll be able to bring you guys some footage and some recap stuff about what actually happened in Germany and maybe show you guys a little bit of the inside of that particular trade show. So in the meantime, I've also been really crazy busy and tied up with a couple of other things. One of the things is the Secret Stash, which is our special exclusive project, which is coming out. And what we do is we announce this special exclusive project to our newsletter subscribers first. So if you are not yet on our Sweet Georgia newsletter mailing list sort of thing, I would really highly encourage you guys to pop on over to our website at sweetgeorgiayarns.com and sign up for our newsletter there, because we let all of our newsletter subscribers know first about this exclusive project. And so what the Secret Stash basically is a unique colorway that we've come up with. Actually, this time it's going to be 3 unique colorways, and it's going to be a very, very special project with lots of ideas and things that you can do with it. We stopped doing our club, our monthly club, this past January, just to take a break and see what other things that we could try and experiment with. And so I really wanted for our dye team to learn some new techniques and to try some different things. And so this first Secret Stash number 1 is what we're going to be bringing you guys in a couple of weeks. And again, we send out the very first notice to our newsletter subscribers first. So please be sure that you're on that list. But in any case, I have been working on a project for the Secret Stash. We have a couple of other knitters, Charlotte and Deborah. They also knit projects showing you what you can do with the Secret Stash. And so I'm going to be showing you guys those in a couple of weeks as well. And then what else have I been working on? I have been sort of like eyeballs deep in video editing for the dyeing class that I'm going to be coming out with in a couple of weeks as well. And so it's going to be called Dyeing Complex Color, and it's a course that I'm offering as kind of like a follow-up to the first dyeing class that I taught for our School of SweetGeorgia. And so this particular class goes into things like working with sock blanks and dyeing layered colors, glazed colors, hand-painted colors, self-striping sock yarn. And so there's been a lot of dyeing, obviously, to go along with that, and also knitting of the projects and video editing. I think I recorded something like close to 20 hours worth of dyeing videos, and it's all been truncated or compressed into about 5 hours worth of teaching videos, which is still like a lot of teaching videos. But I tried to make it as compact as possible, but I wanted to also show a lot of detail and go into great depth of, you know, what we're doing. And yeah, so so I feel like I've kind of dumped everything that I know about dyeing into this dyeing course that I've been working on for the past while now. So if you are at all interested in learning how to do some dyeing, I mean, we're doing dyeing like, you know, with sock blanks like this. And we were also learning how to make self-striping sock yarn like this. So that's one of the socks that we've made. And here's another sock that I've been working on. So there's another sock. So yeah, I've been working on a lot of these projects for the past several weeks. So really busy with preparing for Germany, really busy with, preparing for this secret stash project that's coming out, and of course preparing for this dyeing course that I'm also working on. So I've been knitting a lot and finding a lot of time to knit sort of in and between activities with the kids and things like that. I've been knitting a lot in the evenings, in the car and stuff like that. And so I've been able to finish several projects, and I've knit these 2 starts of socks so that I have some samples to show. But I think about 2 nights ago I finished the project for the secret stash, and so I cast on for a new project. So I have here the project that I'm working on now, and this is the Claretta shrug from our new spring collection. And so I talked about it last week on the vlog about how I thought, I'd like to knit this, but I'm going to knit it and then wear it inside out. So I'm knitting it, and there you can see kind of like the sea foam, the start of the sea foam pattern. And I'm knitting this one in the mohair silk DK. So again, it's a DK weight, but it is a little bit different. It's a little bit more hairy. It's a little bit more shiny, a little bit more slinky, more drapey. So I'm hoping that it's going to produce a slightly different texture to the fabric. And I'm knitting this again in that lupine colorway. This yarn was reserved for another project, and I just kind of decided to not make that project and make this one instead. So we'll see how this all goes. But that is what I'm working on right now. I think this is something I might be knitting on the plane. Yeah, we'll see. I sort of couldn't wait to cast on again for another project, and I sort of cast on immediately as soon as I finished the other project that I was working on. But if you guys are interested, what we're going to do is we're going to do a knit along for the spring collection starting April 1st, and it will run until May 15th. And so if you are at all inspired by any of the projects that were in the spring collection and you guys would like to knit along with us, that would be fantastic. We're going to have details coming up in, I guess, a blog post soon, and it'll be on our Ravelry group as well, so you can check there. But all of our details will be there, and you could basically knit whatever you like, but there's obviously going to be extra points for if you use one of our patterns, maybe extra points if you use a spring pattern, just all sorts of things like that. So you guys can start thinking about what you might like to make if you'd like to knit along with us. Yeah, so I have lots of things to work on, lots of things to knit, lots of things to write. We have our Make and Hue issue 2 is going to come out in mid-April, and that is going to be all about texture. So I'm writing a couple of articles for that one right now as well. And finally, if you are in the Vancouver area and you want to come see us for our annual spring studio sale, you can come join us on Saturday, April 7th. This is kind of like a save the date notice. If you're in Vancouver, if you'd like to come and see us, we do an annual studio sale. And it is to help sort of, we need to spring clean basically. And so we have a lot of either seconds, because we do make a ton of seconds. Like anything that is slightly off, something that's slightly not going to match exactly what our collection is supposed to look like, we kind of pull it out and that becomes a second, even if the yarn is perfectly good and the dye job is perfectly good and everything about it is perfectly good. But if it doesn't fit with what we say the collection is going to be, then it gets seconded. So we sell a lot of those kinds of skeins at our studio sale, and that happens again. That'll be Saturday, April 7th from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. So if you're in Vancouver, please do come by and visit us during that time. So this is a super quick update for today because it's just bonkers here right now. And but I wanted to touch base and say hi and say that I'll be back next week with hopefully stuff from Germany and tell you about what happened there. But in the meantime, I hope that you guys have a wonderful Friday. I hope you guys have lots and lots of time to make things this weekend, and hope that you guys get to enjoy your knitting, enjoy your making, and enjoy some color. Thanks. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.